Hello. All right, so I am today talking about getting out of overwhelm and into focus action. And as you guys know, every time I come to you with these different topics, it's always me going inward and asking, what did I need this week? What have I needed along my journey? And what am I learning? How can I add value? So I'm coming always from a place of experience and not perfection. And I share that to say that I've been completely in a state that I'm actually shocked I'm not in supreme overwhelm. I definitely am feeling the anxiety of overwhelm creeping in, and then I have the tools to manage my mind. And so I'm like, okay, this is a teaching moment. This is a moment that I can offer value. So let me just start with listing a couple of things to give you context. I, as you know, am building my own business, crystaldavid.com. It's interesting because I don't really have a business name, but I'm operating as myself. I am working on writing a book right now. I am redoing my website. I am pitching myself and getting pitched to be on TV. And by pitching myself, I mean I've been creating my own decks. So that's where some of my time and focus has been going. Writing my book, journaling about the book, looking for where will I publish the book, what will I do with it. Then I'm in the middle of wave 4 of the Fox Project program, so I have that. And then I have the Inner Circle membership, so we've got a whole nother separate program that's simultaneously going on. And then I'm in my mentor community, so we have weekly activities and calls and things for that. I just completed leadership, so I still have some ties to that. We just completed inviting and promoting for a big event, the Zone event that many of you guys went to. So I was doing that and had focus on that. I am in a health program working on healing my gut and healing Indy's eczema. I am also in the program called Get on TV in 30 Days, and that's where I'm working on getting pitched in the media, and now going to be probably stepping onto their team and helping them out with some of their stuff. So I have that, and then I'm already planning 2020 vision and goals of where I'm going, which, as you guys know, one of those things I'm excited about is the retreat. It's happening. So got the retreat, already in the planning of doing that. We'll be doing another vision board workshop before 2019 ends. Possibly a ladies' night event as well, because you guys keep messaging and saying, let's do the dance thing again. So got that. Our 10-year vow renewal is happening in February, so I have been working on planning that. I have my daughter's, we're going to do a party surprise birthday for her in November, so working on that mentally. And our oldest is homeschooling, so and as I'm listing this stuff, I didn't prepare to list all this. So I'm literally now just going through my brain almost as a brain dump, but I'm kind of like, whoa. And then my oldest daughter is in homeschool, and because it's more of like a co-op model, I'm supporting there. So now Monday, Wednesday, Friday, when I have a babysitter, which were like my work days, I'm now working and supporting staff at homeschool at my husband's facility, and naturally just taking on some volunteer roles while I'm in there. So some of the enrichment and extracurricular field trips and all of that. So I share all this to say this is just the things that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm also doing this brain exercise, which is a daily accountability thing. I also do church 2 times a week. So whether we go in person or watch on Bible study, we do it Wednesday night and Saturday or Sunday. Also unplugging from my phone with my kids to be present from 4 p.m. till bedtime. So that's been something that I've been doing as well. And then we have soccer games, all of that, and just all the things. So if you're just joining, I started this by saying, how do you get out of overwhelm and into focus action? And all of those things that I just listed, there's a lot going on, and there's things that I didn't even talk about, things that are not even going on. I didn't even mention baby showers and birthday parties and all these other things. But what keeps me out of overwhelm, number one, is remembering that overwhelm is a mindset. So whenever I start to feel overwhelmed, which is partly why I'm in this state of mind for this call today, is because I brain dump all the time. I probably brain dump at least once a day, where I'm just literally rewriting what needs to be done to get it out of my head. So number one is to recognize when you start feeling overwhelmed with all the stuff that you have going on, is to write it down. The second wave of that I recommend you do, and most people are not doing the second part if they are doing the first, is now analyzing that brain dump and asking yourself, is this stuff in alignment with who I am and who I want to be and who I'm becoming? And this is I feel like the missing piece. And this is the piece that I feel grounds me in not getting overwhelmed, because everything I'm doing just flows. I'm in my flow. Like everything I'm creating, if I don't know how to do it, I ask for help. So even with today, when I was like shuffling through, like me and my babysitter have this system where sometimes I'll text her and be like, hey, I need to go get some water from the kitchen, or I've got to pee. Because usually I'm working, well, not usually, but some days now that I'm away at homeschool, I'm not home anymore, but like on Tuesdays I work from home. So I'll text like, hey, I'm going to come out. I got to get water. Because if Nola, the baby, sees me, then she's like throwing this fit, and it's like we have to reset with her. So she'll like take her this way so I can go that way. I share that to say earlier when I was shuffling upstairs, she's napping, and I was just laughing, and I was just thinking like, there's no way, like absolutely no way I could do what I'm doing right now and not have a babysitter. So that's number one, is like whatever your life looks like, whatever your to-do list looks like, when you write that brain dump, ask yourself, what am I doing in this list of things that I'm doing that I could hire out, or I could ask for help, whether it's a spouse or a friend or a child. Like I am surprised all the time at how many parents don't equip their kids to do things that I equip mine to do. So there's so many things, like down to Indy, our 3-year-old, she knows how to get herself dressed in the morning. So we as a family, everyone puts their clothes out the night before. In the morning, when I wake them up, kiss them, good morning, sunshine, rise and shine, Clementine, whatever. It's a good day. Thank you, Jesus, for waking us up. Okay, mommy's going down. I'm going to start breakfast. You guys get dressed. And now, don't get me wrong. There's many a days that Indy just throws a fit and I want you to do it. And so I end up doing it. But she's still in the progress. She is capable of doing it. So let's say I'm out of town and it's daddy who's doing it. She doesn't do that for daddy. She doesn't do that for grandma or for the babysitter. So she knows how to get dressed. So look at this list and ask yourself, are there things that I'm doing that somebody else could be doing to help? Whether that's hiring. I cannot tell you how many lives that I've changed by telling this little thing of like you could probably hire someone for, I don't know, like someone who lives in your neighborhood who's a high school student to come once or twice a week and do laundry for you, and free up just that and pay them so little compared to what it takes you to do it. So when I spend time doing housework, laundry, things like that, I'm calculating what could I be doing? Like I could literally sell one thing, or I could go do one thing worth my time and pay a percentage of that for someone to do the laundry. So think of like there's a little high schooler who's looking, $25 goes a long way for them. And if that means doing a couple of loads of laundry to free you up for an hour or so a day or a week, is that worth it to you? So just get out of the mindset that you have to do everything and be willing to ask for help. So then also looking at that list and really be honest with yourself of where is your time going? Are you doing things? I say no to many social outings. I say no to many conversations. I've learned to lock my phone in a box. So like when I'm unplugged from 4 to bedtime, my phone is in a box. Today when I was working, I know that I only have X amount of hours before I have to go, and I'm not going to be fully present for what I'm working on. I'm not scrolling on Instagram. I'm not, and I used to, and I would see how much time, oh, I'm just going to check my email real quick. Oh, I'm just going to check Instagram really quick. And then really quick turns into 20 minutes later. Well, if you're doing that every hour, like me, where I was addicted to it, that 20 minutes adds up and basically eats up all of my time. So now it's like, there is no scrolling on Instagram. There is no logging into certain things. There is no picking up. So sometimes I have to just work. Like today, I just worked with my phone away from me because I knew that I would pick it up and I would get distracted. So the three things to kind of recap that is, and I'll add a fourth to close it, is brain dump. Number one, realize that overwhelm, when it sets in, it's just a mindset. So you get to choose your mindset. So as soon as you start feeling overwhelmed, you get to breathe in and breathe out and say, this be easy. This does not have to be hard. This does not have to stress me out. I get to do this. And you start changing your language around all the things you have to do and looking at it as things that you get to do. That's number one. Number two, then after you brain dump those things, you get to look at all the things that you get to do. Thank you, Jesus, that I'm alive and well and I'm capable of doing all of these things. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. So once you're like grateful for all the stuff you get to do, then you get to look at it and say, where can I delegate this? And where is some of this stuff not even in alignment with my vision? And so to wrap that up, that's why I teach vision. That's why I preach vision. That's why I'm an advocate for it. What are you doing? What do you want? Who are you? What are you doing in the world? What is your legacy? One of the most humbling exercises I did for my life and my well-being was ask my kids what they're going to remember me by. And I'm embarrassed to say, but I'm honest about it. My oldest said, my younger one said, I don't know. My oldest one said, making us eat healthy and having to work. That was the day that I turned from one day I'm going to stop working and get off my phone to 4 o'clock, it's done. My kids are well worth it. They get to have my memories. Just like I plug into my work every day and I'm so adamant about that, they get my 100%. So ask yourself, what are you going to be remembered for? Ask your kids if they're old enough, what do they think of you? Do they think of you as always busy, always yelling at them, always stressed out, always overwhelmed? Or do they think of you as, loving, kind, present? I wasn't that, and I'm committed to being that. So the only way for me to do that is not to be on my phone. So they're like, Mom, what? That was me. Because all those things I listed, there's always something that I can do. At nighttime when I'm with my husband, it's like, we like check in with each other, like, what do you have to do tonight? And I'm like, I could work, do you want to work? And if we both have work to do, we'll usually choose working. But if one of us is like, oh, I feel like chilling or let's watch TV, then we will agree to just unplug. But it's like there's always going to be laundry. There's always going to be a mess. There's always going to be something to plan. There's always going to be work to do. So set your boundaries and just shut off and unplug. And so my boundaries are like so this is where I'll end, is like every day is so mapped out. It's like Monday is this day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, this day, this time to this time is this is that. And it just has to be very structured. And it's like we think structure is too tight, but it actually gives you so much freedom. Because of my structure, I'm able to do so much more. And I just make sure that I guard my time by saying yes to what is valuable and what's in alignment. And so my proposal to you is, are you in alignment? Do you know what you want? Are you aimlessly working and just plugging away at life? Or are you working towards a vision that you really want to be known for when it comes to your legacy and what you're creating? Because every moment that you spend in your day, every choice is saying yes to that vision or saying no to that vision. So this wasn't even going to be a plug, but I do have my identity guide. If anybody is so in the place of I have no idea what I want and what I'm up to, please do message me and I'll send you that. It's not, you don't buy it. It's just a free download, and it's an identity guide to help you navigate those questions. But that was just my reminder. Hi, Tony. I'm glad that was helpful for you. So that was just my reminder for you guys today, because that's the reminder I'm telling myself every day. And I'm always refining how I level up in my boundaries. So hopefully that was helpful. And I will talk to you guys later. I'm rushing because I got to get to school to a doctor's appointment for Charlie girl, kindergarten, good old well checks. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.